Yep, we're on.
Hey, it's a Saturday night and I ain't got no money. Watch my car and don't scrape it in town. We'll get a little closer. Alright. We have no topic and that's okay. Got a topic for today, Saturday?
Nope.
May 15th, 16th, something like that. You want to talk about
Nope.
the possibility of people being not tasered or tagged, but yeah, tagged with the 666 mark.
All I have to say is, you want it on my left arm or my right arm?
Really, you would get one?
No, I mean, not voluntarily. But like, I'm not gonna get. I mean, think about it like this: if they actually make it the thing, you have to get it. Like, and if they make it like, if you don't get it, involuntarily, you're gonna go to jail and still get it.
They give it to you anyway.
They're gonna give it to you anyway. So you're either like on my left or my right. Like, I mean, it's not worth fighting.
Pretty much
over.
inevitable.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, if they take you to jail because of it,
And they're still gonna give it on you when you're in jail.
you're gonna give it to you because
Exactly.
now you belong to the state
Now they
or
have
the
right
county.
to do whatever to do with you. I mean, I could always move too.
Texas?
No, well, they would never. Yeah, you're right. They would never find me in Texas. Look, see that?
Yeah.
I can use like a stick like that, make it into a spear.
All right.
I could become a monk,
Well,
a Chinese monk.
like they say, it's only the blue states that are doing this, and Washington is very blue, meaning it's a very democratic state. And at the moment, our governor is a Democrat, and I didn't know it really. I really never really paid attention to it, but you know, it's always been the Democrats who have been have been pro-choice and pro-liberal, and to an extent, I mean, I believe in civil rights and everything like that, but there's a point where people of color and people who have no choice in how they were born need the protection of the civil rights. Like if you're born black, if you're born a minority, you have to have the same right as every American.
You know,
If you're born in America, but you know that now all the gays, transgenders have piggybacked on the civil rights, and now they're trying to use that as the same
civil rights.
civil rights. Now I understand that a civil right is you know,
It's for my minorities.
no, it's not really. It's civil rights means you're guaranteeing every American the same right as an American as everybody. But that wasn't the case. I mean, you're gonna go. I mean, now it's like it's just weird. It's just weird. I mean, it's like people have been fighting for this for years, and it's just weird even to go into it. But anyway,
You know, the first country to legalize his gay marriage
was
in Sweden.
wasn't it? Yeah, but the first state I think was Vermont, wasn't it?
No, I know that.
Ben and Jerry.
No, but country was Sweden in 2001.
Huh. No, I did not know
Gay
that.
marriage wasn't legalized until 2015 in the U.S.
Until when?
2015.
Wow.
And what good has happened since 2015?
Nothing.
Nothing. But that's just causation without correlation.
Oh, causation without correlation.
I'm not
Anyway.
saying that anything is up to them, but I'm not saying that it's not their fault.
Right.
I'm not putting anyone blame on anyone. I'm not putting blame on anyone. See what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
Can't get me on anything.
Anyway, I don't want to say anything because I'm not really versed in the politics or into the information that's been going around lately.
Sorry about that.
But you know, I'm gonna try to get myself versed before I speak either pro or against it. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, the market's coming because of the anti-vaccine, because of the vaccine they want you to get." Pick a side, Stabby. Pick a side. And they want you to pick a side. And I am all confused now because of a guy on a standing mic. All right. What was I gonna say?
All I know is that it's just kind of weird. I don't understand why people were so opposed to it.
Opposed to what?
Because you think about it like this, like, we literally got the vaccines for everything else, and then as soon as a new vaccine comes, they're like, no, I don't want it anymore. Like, we got all of them before, and now we don't want them?
And it's not that we don't want them, it's that people don't want to give them to us, maybe? I don't know.
No, because like, people are saying that, oh, they're gonna inject the vaccine into us because of the coronavirus and stuff. Even though literally that's been a thing already. Like,
well, I've already heard that less than 0.0% of the population in America is really affected by the coronavirus. And I've heard a lot of rumors by people on the internet, which I know you're not supposed to believe because it's hard to believe fake news from real news. A lot of people say that the doctors are being forced to use the coronavirus as an excuse, as the purpose for people dying. When they write down why they died, they're being forced to write down the coronavirus, when in fact the coronavirus had nothing to do with their death. And a lot of people a lot of doctors are being made to lie on death certificates and lie on your what is it called?
medical records.
Yeah, your medical record on why you're sick. They say, oh, you got the coronavirus. And a lot of people said, I've heard a lot of things happen about people doing a test on a lemon and doing a test on a tangerine, and they both come back positive for the coronavirus. So how really reliable is the coronavirus test? Who's telling the truth? Is it the government? No, it's not the government, because the government is never going to tell you the truth. So you can always bet that the government is always going to lie, because that's the way it is. It's never told the truth ever. Ask the American Indian. Ask the Native Americans. Okay, when was the last time that the government told anybody the truth? Never. And when was it that the government was looking for your best interest? Never. So do I believe what other people say? Well, I believe it with a grain of salt. And you can't really believe everything you hear, and you can't really believe everything you see, but you have to draw your own conclusions. And I'm not trying to conclude anything here, but I'm just saying, be aware and be aware of what's happening. And it's pretty stupid. I mean, you've had worse outbreaks than this stupid coronavirus, supposedly, and they've never closed down nothing, anything.
Well, I mean,
never.
The thing is,
who's died? Nobody that really died. I personally don't. They say that they died. We apparently know somebody who has died of the coronavirus, but really, did they? We don't know, because I just finished saying that the doctors are being paid or coerced to say that their death was connected to the coronavirus. Was that true or not? We don't know. We'll never know.
I mean, to be fair, like, back when the other things happened, people didn't believe those were happening either.
Well, I guess you gotta take everything with a grain of salt.
Well, I mean,
I don't know. I don't know which way to go. Just be aware, And other than that, it's a Saturday night and I ain't got no money. Don't got no money because I don't work anymore. La, da, 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 da. I depend on my wife to work. No, not really. Depend on my retirement. That's what I depend on. General Dynamics and my Amaron retirement funds, and that's what I depend on. And my General Dynamics stock that I have put away finally came out.
320 smackers.
Yep.
I want to buy pizza. I want to buy 2 pizzas.
And getting back to the retirement thing and everything, now that I'm on this roll about retirement,
yeah,
and that I said that, when people say, oh, I don't want to work overtime because they take out too much taxes. Well, everything is determined on your Social Security, on the amount of hours that you work. So all that stuff about taxes, that you put in too much money in taxes, that's a lie. That's a crock. the more the more you work, the more money you put away, and the bigger your Social Security will be when you retire. Because if you don't put in hours and you don't put in time, you don't put in money, you don't get squat. Jack diddly. So this is a world of capitalism where the more you earn, the more you get.
Yeah, and then also the more hours the use, and that means also on the flip side, the more taxes you have to pay means the more you're kind of helping more
for yourself and everybody else. And the
Exactly.
taxes, you're paying yourself and you're paying everybody else. So
like, sure, you might not like where the tax money goes, but you're helping fuel.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what people say. Like, oh, you're on Social Security or you're on SSDI, and they say like, oh, you should work. It's like, excuse me, you've worked all your life. It's not easy to do that. People who work all their lives have a certain quota or a certain calculation that determines how much money they're going to be allotted, and that is money that they've put into the system.
I think it's funny.
So they don't get any more, any less than they actually put into the system. And of course, like I said, their retirement, their 401ks, all that comes into play. And so the more you work, the more you earn.
No, but I think it's really funny.
What's that?
People have this idea that like the really, really rich people do tax evasion. And it's like, no, it's not tax evasion. It's them using the taxes in their exact wording.
Yeah.
Because like, if they can use 1 million tax exemptions,
they're tax exemptions.
They're not evading it.
Exactly.
They're just canceling out their taxes.
No, exactly.
But
right.
And making them pay less than a fraction. And it's funny because the same people also say that the rich are paying off people and not fueling the economy. Well, hello there. You don't think they just hand them $5, do you? Mm-hmm. They have to spend more than that if you want to quote unquote pay something off. Mm-hmm. Right?
Right.
Of course they're fueling the economy. It may not be your economy, but they're still fueling it.
Well, I mean, somebody has to have the company so that you can go to work and make a living. Mm-hmm. And if it's not profitable for a business to have a corporation mm-hmm. and have tax exemptions, then it's not profitable for them to hire you to work in their company. They'll go somewhere else. That's when they'll send their stuff out to another country. So, it's only feasible. Like, you want to make money, they want to make money. Everybody, it's a capitalistic society.
And it's also funny because people have this weird idea that once the people get rich, they no longer buy stuff.
No, that's crazy. They buy more than heck.
Yeah, exactly.
More than everything.
Like,
they buy Lamborghinis and stuff they don't need.
Exactly. And then who gets that money? Lamborghini company. And who gets that Lamborghini company money? Everyone from the top.
It trickles down.
All the way to the bottom of the people who work on the cars.
And that's what Stavro called?
Trickle-down economics.
That's right. Trickle-down economics, only in America. Uh-huh. Now the Chinese like it.
You may not like it, but that's how we avoided more than one civil war.
And that is why we say the more you work, the more you earn. And the trickle-down theory works from your area too. The more you work, the more you earn, the more money you have to spend, and you're part of the trickle-down theory.
And people in America are lucky that we can depend on not only physical labor as work. Mm-hmm. It's like in Russia and places like that. Mm-hmm. Either physical or mental things.
Right.
Because like we have all sorts of ways to make money now.
Right.
Of working, like YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, even though it's the entertainment industry, we have the biggest entertainment industry.
Right.
And that's okay. You know why?
Why?
Because we're fine, but people don't think we're fine. I think we're fine, because
we are fine.
Because as long as we can get food, get a house if we wanted to.
Yes.
Get.
Absolutely right.
Have utilities.
Paid.
Have free speech.
Mm-hmm.
Be able to watch or do anything whenever you want to do it. Except right now. Oh yes, they're self-quarantining, alright. Shh, okay. Shh. Oh, no virus in here, no virus in here.
Oh, I think I know what I'm going to do. I'll make myself a mobile, I want to be a mobile auto repair site.
Mobile auto repair?
Yeah, I want to put brakes on.
Oh, interesting. No, but like, yeah. If there's so many ways to make money in America, people forget that. Like, we have the right to make money using so many different things.
Right.
And we make so much money, in fact, we can afford to spend on entertainment and other cheap things. Even though some people might see it's a waste of money,
Right.
you're actually helping. It's not a waste of money if you have so much money. Like, people still think that they're like poor. I mean, sure, we might not be rich, but last time I checked, we have Netflix.
Oh yeah, that's how you can tell your economic status in the economy.
That's
If
how
you have Netflix, you're not poor.
If you can buy something that costs monthly,
And if you can have papas, chorizo, and huevo in the morning, you're not poor.
yeah, you're not poor. Because like literally, in other countries, they'll be lucky if they get like a couple loaves of bread.
And that's what we want to do, is be missionary for other countries. I sure do. I want to pay back everything we've had the opportunity. But a lot of people don't realize that instead of going to other countries, you should start here in the United States, in your neighborhood, in your backyard.
Because, I mean, sure, there's always going to be poor people no matter what country. I still think, the biggest problems America has is us fighting each other.
Exactly.
The racism and all the isms.
All the racism's right. It is.
The isms.
That's right. All the
That's
isms.
the only thing that's tearing us apart from being considered the perfect country.
Exactly.
Oh wait, no, we don't have free healthcare. Oh yeah, that's why, because we have to pay the doctors.
But again, you're traveling on a slippery slope there, Axel.
I know.
Because now you want us to be like
The thing is,
Canada.
No, I don't want free healthcare, man.
Yeah, triage. You don't want that.
No, because the thing is, people need to understand that you have to pay everyone. Nothing's free, man.
Everything's tinstable. Learn that in economics. Nothing's free.
That's right. Nothing is free.
Yeah. No, but like, everyone needs to earn something, you know? If all of a sudden we stop paying one person, one type of job, then who's to say, someone decides, oh, we don't need to pay you anymore, we could just give you basic necessities of living, you know?
Yeah, and
That's communism, man.
that is
They
communism.
just give you the basic stuff. Like, you can't have fun. There's no entertainment, because you can't afford that. You don't need that.
Right.
You have a house.
Oh, but you get free education, though. Isn't that entertaining? You can be free education. But
Yeah,
you know
okay,
what?
Let's learn about Stalin. All right. Okay.
Yeah, you have free education, but unfortunately,
You get to learn what we tell you.
you get to you'll live in the same house as the bus driver does, whose education was still educated, but not as much education as you were required to, but yet he has the same rights as you do.
Exactly.
So what is the incentive?
Of even going further than a bus driver.
What is the incentive? Yeah, that's true. What is the incentive of being a bus driver when you can be a doctor?
No, being a doctor, one could be a bus driver.
Exactly. When you can get everything the same thing. I mean, sure, there's little perks here and there, but I'm sure they're not that great. Probably now, when they finally woke up, and now they're like all like, oh, we're Gucci. Oh, we don't have to stand in line anymore. Oh, we're in the United States now. Oh, you know, like welcome to America. Okay, yeah, okay. But anyway, that's on another slippery slope in a direction we don't want to go.
That's what I think about it.
Right.
What do you think about that, Will?
I think you're right, Axel. That's what makes the wheels go around.
No, I don't. I know people focus too much on the wrong politics.
Yeah.
Like people my age, you know.
Mm-hmm.
The only politics they care about is either A, governmental politics, which is a big factor, I know, but it's not as big as social politics. And not only just social politics, certain types of social politics.
Right. Yeah, social politics. Social
of course,
politics.
I think it's kind of funny on how the one thing designed so that everyone can communicate with each other, no one listens.
What's that?
The internet.
Well, the internet can be good and it can be bad.
No, because think about it. Like, it's designed for communication.
Right.
Yet no one listens when someone communicates.
Yeah, well, because they don't know if it's fake news.
No, that's not it. Oh,
What?
man.
Okay.
It's because it's not fake news. There's an unspoken rule on the internet.
Yeah?
No matter how much you type, you're not changing anyone's mind.
Oh.
And no one's changing yours.
Oh, I
Get
see.
it?
Yeah.
When people go on the internet, oh look at those ducks.
Oh, wow.
When people go on the internet, they always have their fixated ideals. They're so used to the idea that someone's trying to take their rights away by taking their opinions away, so that they constantly go into flame wars in the comments and posts and everything. See?
Well, yeah, I understand. You're right. You got a point there, Axel.
Thank you.
Well, on that note,
Yeah, on that note, you know what we say here.
adios, gato.
Adios, gato.